And hello, everybody! Welcome back to James Plays Outer Wilds, and we're here with Michael. Hi, Michael.
Hello.
So, we are going to be running around trying to do a couple of things that I did not do for achievement purposes and whatnot, and you're going to tell me all your thoughts about this game and how much I drove you crazy with the way I chose to play it.
So, the funny thing about that is, well, I just binged, the last 6 videos?
Yeah, something like that.
And it was an interesting time. I was reading the comments as we go, and I agree with a lot of some of the comments that were there. You got hung up on some things that probably didn't need to be hung up on, but then, really sped through a lot of the things that you normally should be taking your time on. You were complaining a lot about the dark, and I never had a problem with that. And the reason was that I spent so much time just in the simulation and learning the actual layouts that by the time I was actually doing the stealth sections, I didn't even really need to have the lights, because I just knew the areas. But you were able to get through so many things in such an order that you were kind of trying to learn the layouts while doing the stealth sections.
Yeah, which was probably not the best way to go about things, but it tied into... I took that step back and I wanted to make sure I got everything in the Stranger proper before diving back into the dream world. And when I did dive back into the dream world, I did so after getting some of that information about what to do in the dream world. So I was doing a 2 birds with 1 stone thing, and essentially going double blind in there, with it being dark and also not having really properly experienced it yet.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time just wandering through the different dream worlds before I even got the other hints, the secret slide reels, which was another thing that you found. I think it was 2 of the secret slide wheels before you even got the clues on where they were.
It was one of them, it turned out.
Oh, just one of them? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because that's when I went back and I was, you know what would help? If I marked where the stranger was before I took off. But, yeah, it was... Why can I not land? Oh, that was way too hard. You know what? Let's just, try this again. I'm trying to think and fly at the same time, and you know that
I'm realizing
well.
Now I should turn my light off 1 second.
Okay.
We were just talking about how dark it was, and I'm like, I have a glare on my screen.
Yeah, when I took that step back and I was trying to thoroughly explore, I just ended up stumbling upon one of those, and since I didn't have the clue for it, I wasn't really aware of what I was even looking at. So when I was going through and following these map projections, I went back to that same spot without even realizing.
Yeah, and I also found the first, or I guess technically second, one before finding the clue as well, because I was just exploring around the stranger and came across that little underwater cave. I think it's a very natural thing to find. You also clued in on it being a virtual reality very quick.
To me, it just seemed like an appropriate way of describing it. And it was just my interpretation, and there wasn't really anything that seemed to contradict that thought. So that's just where I went with it. And ooh, coming in hot.
But you asked me what my thoughts and opinions on it are. I think this DLC is basically perfect for what is essentially a self-contained Outer Wilds. Because everything that is Outer Wilds is in this DLC. You have the weird transportation from the ship. In this DLC, you have the raft system. You have the 3 areas that have secret hidden things. You have to do puzzles in the same way as, like you had mentioned, having to do the Quantum Moon. It just all really encapsulates what the fun of Outer Wilds is, but does it in a new and fresh way.
Yes. And doing it with a more visual storytelling as opposed to reading those notes.
Yeah.
And the way that the game has you interpret those things, it also made things feel very fresh.
And you could technically play the DLC alongside the base game.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think, and I told you this before, I think it is very much better to play through the base game before doing this.
And I would definitely agree because of the way that this approaches everything and it being, like I said, the more visual style of storytelling.
Yeah.
And more or less having a disconnect from what the main plot, so to speak, of the base game is.
It doesn't. It has nothing to do with the Ash Twin project. But it does give context for the Nomai a bit on how they got here, at least, which was really nice.
By the way, if you're wondering what I'm doing here, we haven't talked about it like at all.
Yeah.
But we're achievement hunting, or we're trying things that I might not have tried before. And
have you seen this place outside of the orb of your lantern yet?
Not yet. So we could do that.
You should always check them out.
I can actually see.
Yeah, there are mods to do to make this place brighter. The devs did disclose that the dream world technically has a day and night cycle. We're just there during the nighttime. So this isn't what it always looks like. It's just what we get to experience.
And by the way, this is a really cool effect.
Oh my god, is it ever?
Like the fact that this is considered an indie game, right? More or less. It's not like a AAA.
No, it's not a AAA.
And they do things that are so cool that AAA games don't even attempt.
Yeah, and I think even like as a flight simulation, I think it's probably the best. Like the spaceship and stuff. Like I can't think of a single game that handles space flight better.
That's completely fair. I don't do a lot of flight simulating type of games, so I don't have anything to compare it to.
I am definitely curious on which achievement you're going for. I have an idea, but...
Well, I've already forgotten everything about this game, so I don't know where I'm going, but...
Okay.
I want to find the stealth section where I'm supposed to go get the...
This one does not have a stealth section per se.
Where's the procession?
It's across the water.
Yeah, but I need to light up the bridge, don't I?
If you want the easy way to find the underground thing, but from here you can take a look at a hand to teleport you across.
Oh, okay. So I can use, I think it was over here.
To your right. That's
right,
raft
yeah.
thing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There we go.
And again, if you ever get lost, you can drop down your lantern to get a view of everything.
Yeah, which is what I'm going to do right now. And
just have to get far enough away from it.
Actually, I'm going to do it where I feel safer, which is going to be up on this bridge. Because trying to walk out of its range, I'm going to end up just
it's a lot bigger than you anticipate, which is always really funny because in the hidden archive rooms, you technically drop down your lantern, but it never actually makes you get far enough away to activate this.
Yeah, I probably should teleport across another thing first. But whenever we encounter what do you call them? The alien race.
So the game files calls them inhabitants.
I've had people call them like Owlks.
Yeah, that's kind of been the fandom name for it, has been Owlks. because they're kind of owly, kind of elky. Okay, so this is where the main pathway would bring you, so
And
you want to
there
go
they
to
are.
the left.
Okay. But
And
yeah,
then
whenever we encounter one of them, they grab you and they blow out your light.
Right.
And so my thought was, what would happen if I didn't have a light? We're going across this bridge, yes?
You might be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was what I wanted to try and do. I didn't think about it till after I'd beaten the game. That's a really, really neat effect of how everything is portrayed and rendered here. Hi. I have no light. Oh. Oh, you just straight up Mortal Kombated me. Okay. And I got an achievement. Yeah.
Was it oof, ouch, my bones?
Yep. It sure was. And now everything seems... That's why. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
you always come out with your light off.
That's fair. Hard to sleep with a light in your face, after all.
But yeah, I call them Alks because that was kind of the name the fans gave them, and that kind of really, I think, fits. Seeing as we never get an actual official name for their race.
Hmm. Now I want to try one other thing, and I'm not trying to just like take over and be like, oh, I'm going to do this and that, but
do whatever you think of.
I've got thoughts.
Yeah.
Because
another.
Sorry.
Go ahead. You're explaining what you're doing.
I was going to say, it seems like a lot of these achievements in the game are to just try and do stupid things.
Mm-hmm.
Things that you aren't, like, going to find in just casual play.
Fair.
And it's like, oh, I wonder what would happen if I did this. As opposed to doing something else. Like what I just did right now with, I wonder what would happen if I encountered the Alks, or inhabitants, without the lantern.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized I'm on the wrong side.
You are.
That's why it says ship over there. There's
I was
no,
gonna
like, roundabout way to get.
No. I was gonna say, another really incredible part of this DLC that really coincides with how Outer Wilds is the Outer Wilds is you're on a time loop, and eventually you're going to... Everyone has their first moment of the sun exploding. And that realization. In this one, in the DLC, it's when the dam breaks. I love that first moment of the dam break-in and being like, what the heck is going on?
Which I somehow managed to miss. The same way I managed to miss the sun exploding.
Yeah, you did. It's incredible, really.
I do remember that there was a few moments when you were watching the videos and you were kind of sharing your commentary with me.
Yeah.
And I definitely frustrated you a few times with what I was managing to do.
I mean, same with the main game, but also some really good moments.
And that's Giant's Deep. I'm looking back for Timber Hearth. There it is.
Sun's in the way.
Yep, I'm trying to lower myself down. So, I don't think I ever showed this artifact to anybody.
No, I don't think you ever took it out of the Stranger. It's very hard to, because by the time you, like, kind of finish things at the Stranger, you're pretty far away from the solar system.
Yeah. Which is another thing I'm glad that I kind of clued in on by observing those monitors.
Yeah.
And seeing...
You're leaving.
Yeah.
Did you ever figure out why the dam breaks?
Actually, no, I didn't.
We'll talk about it when we get back on the Stranger.
I just assumed it was infrastructure.
Yeah, more or less. But there's definitely... Oh.
Perfect landing.
Yeah, perfect. Let's see what that looks like. Did it break?
It's,
No, it's
probably gonna. It's making the I'm gonna blow up
it's making
noise.
the blow up sound.
But
you managed to get here.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you just want to indulge your inner Launchpad McQuack and just crash everything.
I was never into that one.
Oh. That's fair. I mean, that I'm like the original DuckTales was that, and I think Darkwing Duck, and those might have been.
I did watch a bit of Darkwing Duck. I was never one into DuckTales.
And I did try this with deciphering the language.
Another good thing about the DLC is it does a really good job of explaining why you never found it in the first place.
With the
like
cloaking.
It really, yeah, it like really works well to have been like, yeah, it's been here the whole time. It's not like, oh, just suddenly a new planet has appeared and it's like,
yeah.
well, why wasn't that there before?
The way that they managed to incorporate not just like the physical aspect of it, but how it ties into the history of just everything that's been going on, it feels like it was envisioned from the start, like as part of the conception for the game.
If I remember correctly, I believe it was.
Because it really does fit in fairly naturally, even the way that they do kind of explain the things of, oh, how could you have missed this in the first place?
I think some aspects of it were. It's been a long time since I did my deep dive on developer commentary for it. Do you want me to tell you how to get an achievement here quick?
I'm gonna guess one thing, since it seems like nobody is doing anything about that. I'm right here. This is not a green fire.
It is not.
I doze off in front of it with the artifact. Simulation hypothesis unlocked.
Yep.
So, was that what you were going to tell me?
I was, yes.
Okay.
Since you brought it out here, it's like, I don't want you to have to come back with it.
Is there anything else I should do while I'm out here with it?
No, you're good now. Okay. Oh, you tried the one artifact that blows you up.
Yes.
They do have the other artifact, and you can use it to get into the dream world, but it doesn't give you the ability to do like the focus beam.
Oh, I didn't know that there was the initial or whatever.
Yeah, every version is there.
Oh, I somehow overlooked that.
The one kills you. And killed the one Alk, unfortunately.
Yeah. Speaking of killing...
I do like that they never fixed the hull breach from that.
It just wasn't important.
The Alks and the Nomai are similar in many ways.
I imagine it would have been pretty hard to fix anything on the Stranger because it was... They stripped their homeland to make it.
They did.
It's not like they had spare parts.
The one of the best and most terrible thing of the Alks is they do everything at 100. Like, they're like, oh, we want to go to the eye of the universe. We're going to destroy our planet.
Yeah.
One Alk decided to rebel. We're going to imprison him forever.
Which is really harsh considering how life is for them in that simulation.
Yeah, like the prisoner is just trapped there forever. They even made it so that no one would possibly be able to unlock him because they burned the seal codes. Like, they just really said no. And because of the way the Stranger's set up, he can't even... I guess he could have extinguished his own light. He could have blown it out.
Yeah, well, yes, you're right. Because where they were located.
If they can blow yours out, they could blow out their own. But I think...
So the prisoner was just kind of waiting, just in solitary. I'm surprised that wasn't some sort of big, scary boss, because how long would they have been imprisoned for? It would have driven them insane. But
Well, they
just
showed up before the Nomai.
yeah,
And he would have been imprisoned after the Nomai teleported. Which we know that they were wiped out 10,000 years ago.
yeah,
Again, a year though. What is a year in this solar system?
that's fair. Yeah,
We go
it's
based
still a
off
long
our-
time. I mean,
It is. Yeah.
you put somebody in like solitary confinement for like a week, and that's gonna mentally mess them up.
Yeah, and I mean, like, you can even see in the Endless Canyon, or the Hidden Gorge, Endless Canyon. There's one elk that's looking at one of their slide reels of home.
Yeah.
They very clearly miss their home, even though they have this simulation.
Yeah. So I was surprised that that ended up being, which I mean, was a pleasant surprise, a pleasant way of telling the story that this thing that you opened up turns out to be one of the inhabitants imprisoned, and they're the nicest one that you managed to encounter.
And it's fun too because you can actually there's a very early hint in the Cinder Isles in the island tower. There's one spot that has an open space.
Mm-hmm.
So there's someone missing, and it's the prisoner. So it's just like very quickly, like when I found that, I was like, oh, hey, there might be someone walking around here. I might run into them. You do, but it's in one of the most tragic ways possible. Much like how you have that realization of the fact that you've been stuck in this time loop for 400 years.
Yeah.
Based off of the time frame, you have that same realization of, oh, this guy's been trapped here for ever.
Hmm. So I take it we're going to be going back to the stranger now.
Yep. All the rest of the achievements have to do with the stranger.
Okay. Is there a spot that I should be heading to first?
We can do the one that has the least explanation.
Okay.
Go to the Hidden Gorge one.
The Hidden Gorge. Okay.
I will tell you the achievement name. 1 out of 900.
1 out of 900.
The description is, Yahaha, you found me. And that's all you get as a clue for this achievement. I hate it so much.
The achievement names for the base game were all references. Is that a reference to something? 1 out of 900?
It is. I don't know how much into Zelda you are.
Depends which Zelda. I have not played them in the more recent ones.
This is a reference to Breath of the Wild.
The little, yes, there's like a bunch of them hidden in that game.
There's 900 or something. It's 900 or 999. I don't know. Actually, a few of the achievements on here are a reference to that. But yes. Do you remember? And I was freaking out because I'm like, are you gonna do it? I'm just gonna tell you where to go. Because this one is one that I don't think properly explains anything.
And while I'm here, I just want to look for this other... Oh, this was the original.
Yep. So you just wouldn't be able to focus.
That's totally fair.
Is
there anything to do with this achievement-wise?
No. It's just neat that you can take it in there and be like, oh, cool, this worked, but I can't use it.
So where am I headed from here?
You need to go into the dream world.
Into the dream world, and there's no active fires in this spot.
No, so you have to go normal way.
And is this the safe one to use? It's got the thing on it, yeah.
It is. Do you remember when you were trying to do the Endless Canyon's stealth mission, and you went upstairs and were getting really upset about the fact that there was a guy up there guarding nothing.
Oh no. There actually is something there?
Yeah, don't do that.
Oh! A half-second delay. You're very much correct. I did not want to do that. Because how am I...
You cannot get up. That is fine,
though. I could. You check this out. I can go all the way around.
You can.
And it's... Is it going to be worth it is the question.
Well, you can get another achievement over here pretty quick if you want.
Okay, sounds good.
At the dam, there's the space that lets water through.
Space that lets water through.
Yeah, you know how dams work, right? They power electricity by
right.
letting water.
So I need to go into the water?
Yeah.
And as you can see,
kind of hard to see.
Would my scout be of any use?
A little, but you can find it right there. Go up a little. Okay, down. A little delay. There's on the left and the right. There should be space to go through. Is that it? No, that's just a symbol. Down more, probably. Oh, there, to the left.
This is here.
Yep. Go on through.
Oh. Okay, so the grate filter was what that said?
Yep.
Neat.
I think you can die doing that. I think
yeah, there's a lot of force.
Yeah, there's enough force that if you end up hitting the grate on the other side, it will kill you.
So, while we're here at the dam, you were saying that there's a reason for why it breaks?
Yeah. So look to the left outside.
It's related to the fins?
Yeah. So when it notices the sun is gonna go supernova, it activates the solar sails.
Right. And it starts to move the stranger.
Yeah, the activation of that causes all the lights to flicker.
And that causes enough damage?
The infrastructure currently isn't built to withstand the sudden power shift. So then the dam starts to break. Because it's been 10,000 years.
Yeah, that's neat. Is there any, like, indication inside here to see that? From the inside?
No, it's just you kind of have to put two and two together of seeing that table that registers the supernova, the solar sails activate, you start to move, and at the exact same time, you can actually register if you have your scout on the dam, and will say how stable it is.
Yeah, the integrity.
Yeah, the exact same moment you can see the integrity start to move.
Well, that's neat. There's a lot of subtle things that seem way more obvious once you know about them.
Yeah.
Like, you just don't pick up on it. Like, I didn't really pick up on the Nomai being killed by the ghost matter even when I went to the interloper.
Yeah, there you go. See, lights flicker.
And then when we were talking about this stuff, and I said it seemed like a possibility, but I didn't see any, like, direct, explicit explanation for that. But then it's like, yeah, there really isn't anything that refutes that. And
yeah, and they never mention it themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not going the right way.
I thought, that... Can you tell that my head's just in two different places at the moment?
Yeah.
I thought it was after this.
No, you have to go on the far right side.
Fudge.
That's fine.
Gives us more time to just talk.
Yeah. Well, there's always other achievements we can go for instead.
On the plus side, I felt better about my rafting abilities.
Yeah, the rafting's really good. It's a lot of fun.
So 1 out of 900.
Yeah.
And
The
you want me
name
to...
doesn't help at all.
And I'm supposed to go to the dream world.
Yeah.
And I need to get past the jerk upstairs.
Upstairs, yeah. You could do this either with the lantern or without. It's really up to you on what you want to do for it. Without the lantern, it's very easy to see.
Here's a question.
Okay.
I dropped the artifact in the dream world, and then I don't have it.
Right.
And I get woken up, I'm back in the real world, I still have an artifact. I go back into the dream world, do I have an artifact again?
You
Or you're
do,
not sure?
yes. I imagine the dream world artifact is tied to your consciousness.
That would make sense, because it's all like a simulation.
Yeah, so the moment your connection breaks, so does its. Which is why you only see the the matrix when you leave your lantern's connection.
Oh.
I'll also say you very quickly figured out how to unlock the final seal by having to die. That took me a long time to figure out.
Oh.
So you want to go to the far right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took me a long time. Like, well, I gotta be able to activate something. And then people kept hinting to me, being like, look in your notes again. And then I was looking at the clues and I was like, oh my god, I have to die.
Yeah, well, each one of those ended up corresponding to breaking one of the locks on the vault there.
Yeah.
And that's what I figured out early on by trying that. The first one, where you fall out of the world during one of the tunnels. So then I was able to make that connection that, oh, the archives or whatever, each one is going to tell me a way to open one of those locks.
Which is probably one of the most video gamey things about this. I don't think the main Outer Wilds game had anything like that, but the DLC definitely is like, man, it sure is a coincidence that these 3 errors they logged just so happen to coincide with how you get past the seals.
Yeah, but at the same time, those errors, they defy how the simulation works, and you're just utilizing those as the exploits, as opposed to... I mean, it's convenient that each one corresponds to something, but at the same time, I can forgive it, because you're breaking the simulation to bypass things.
Yeah, it works, because the simulation itself is a game.
Okay, so now I gotta go sleepy time.
Sleepy time.
If I've got enough time after our double round trip or whatever.
You still technically have a lot of time.
Yeah.
And hey, you can now take a look at this place without the lantern, because you didn't do that either. I spent so much time just looking at all the areas with the lantern out. Also, these are the only elks that survive. Whatever surviving is the end of the universe.
Oh, that's true. I'm so used to using the jetpack. Okay. I knew there was coming up to something. Do I still need it at this point, though, is the question.
I can't remember if you need it to blow out things.
Or, like, can I get in here at this point?
If you go through the secret passage, you can get up to that, but you do need to blow out the...
Oh, goodness. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'll hold on to this for now.
Yeah, because you can actually go... Remember that shortcut?
Vaguely.
One of the paintings is fake in that room.
One of the paintings is...
Yeah, if you go back. Go in, and it's one of the ones on the right. That one, probably. You can just walk through it.
What? It's so different from, it, like... I know I've done it.
Yeah, you went through this direction.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. There's so many things like that where... when you're looking at them from two different perspectives, it's two totally different things for me.
So the only downside here is you don't have the candles on the other side to guide you. But if you want, you can just do it without the lantern. And you can see the. You can see the. Oh, I didn't know that the lights flashed. If you did that, that's neat.
I can't turn them back on.
No, you've activated the stealth.
Okay. So at this point, I think I can just walk.
There you go. Look to your right. There's another bridge on the other side that goes right to the elevator down.
Oh. Okay. Would that be the better position, though?
Nope.
Because I'm trying to get up.
Not for this, but for other things. Because that bridge will let you bypass the entire stealth segment of this level. So you want to go upstairs, but there's a guy up there.
That there is.
But you do not have a light anymore, so it's very easy to juke him. Because you can just go in this side room.
Oh, that'll work?
Yeah, because he can't see you. So if you just turn in here, you can just wait for him to walk by.
Oh. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Well...
Try to the right.
This... How... Game?
Oh, wow. That is quite unfortunate.
Where's the... Oh, wait.
There you go.
Okay.
You're good. Okay, where is he?
They just passed.
Okay.
And, wait.
They went back. You might actually be able to get out behind him. You want to jump onto the roof.
To the roof?
Oh, no. He turns around right here.
Oh, well.
That's
I tried to get around the railing.
Yeah, you want to jump out onto the railing.
So no achievement for that, getting stuck behind the crap in the closet, huh? Was it this one?
Yep.
I'm brains.
Drop it right there. I like the little whoosh sound. I like that all the candles are actually just these little lights.
Yeah.
Oh, the music in here is so good when you get outside of it.
It's funny because it's not even just a matter of, like, things being untextured. It's things being completely perceived differently.
Yeah.
So...
Okay, yeah, you'll just have to wait for him to walk by. Oh, or you could maybe make it... No, he's going to turn around in a second. Or maybe you can do it. Jump out onto the railing to your right. Now turn. That way.
Yes?
You keep going. You want to get up higher on the roof. And then there's a little thing. The little light thing. Oh, do you need your lantern now? You didn't before. Oh, they made it so you need your lantern now. Interesting.
Oh, boy. Okay, then. Should I just... Yeah, I'm probably just better off dying. So I can't hide in that little spot, then.
You could. You just need to make sure he doesn't see you first. Because he'll come down and pass that area.
Yeah, I don't trust it. That's one thing I never quite got the hang of the way the stealth works in this.
Okay, this is going to be tough because now you have to make it across without seeing.
Almost. But I need to extinguish the stuff in order to trigger them to wander around, correct?
Yeah. We could just go in the normal way, though. Could just turn on the main bridge.
Maybe. I have an idea.
You're actually on your way to... That's a good idea. You're on your way to another achievement already.
Uh-oh. What achievement would that be?
Sleep, wake, repeat. Wow, good job. Yeah, turn those on.
Is that for, like, getting kicked out multiple times in a single...
5 different ways.
Oh, 5 different ways.
In one loop.
Okay, so here is a problem. It makes the ominous noises like the you know. Now it's not, but I thought I heard.
Yeah, he definitely walked by.
So when that sound cue, I think it's just to let me know that they're nearby, not that they see me.
Go to the options. Reduce frights. Down at the bottom.
Yeah.
That makes the AI easier.
Oh, okay. For the sake of this, that's totally fair. Didn't realize he was right there. This kind of scared me a little bit. It's always scary when you... It's so much for reduced frights game. But, when you're not expecting them to be right there, and then it turns out they are, that's upsetting. Oh, for crying out loud.
If you're in the simulation version, or in the Matrix... Oh, quickly, go get caught.
Get caught?
Yeah. Get caught by him very quick.
Hello.
And then we want to get back into the dream world immediately.
Yeah, we got the end of the world music here. How many ways is that now?
You just need one more. Jump into the fire right away.
Oh, nice. Okay. Sleep, wake, repeat.
The other way is being woken up by the
bell.
The bell. That just worked out perfectly.
Finally, my failures are good for something.
But yeah, if you look at the little Korok in outside of the lantern, it's a poop. Because it turns out in Breath of the Wild, when you those seeds you collect from them are actually poop.
Makes sense.
Yeah. That was interesting, though, to find out that meditating near the fire puts you into the dream world. I think the reason for that is in universe, you're just meditating. You meditate until the supernova.
Right.
And that kills you. My guess is in the code, it's triggering death. So by doing that near the campfire, it just registers you as dying near the campfire so that you go into the dream world. Yeah,
I can't really... I can't really think of like an in-game explanation for how that would work.
Yeah, I think that's just how the game triggers a death. It's neat that you found that by accident, though.
Yeah, it just never... It didn't click with me until I found that revelation there, and I'm like, wait a minute. That's what was happening here. I thought it was just something like a bug, which I guess you could explain it as that, technically.
So you only have 7 more achievements.
Ooh. Okay, what should we do next?
Do you want to know the name of it?
Sure.
Flat Hearther.
Okay, where should I go for that?
Right in here.
Straight in?
Yeah.
Perfect landing, as always.
Yeah. Then you want to go to the elevator. Then call it and stand on the circle.
Oh, it's counts as something different from in the base game?
Yep.
Interesting. Well, there we go.
The description is stand your ground beneath a moving chain elevator. I think the thing is, they made it so you can't have that happen in the base game anymore.
Oh, that's... Yeah, okay. So like, that was a DLC achievement. It's hard to say if it would have actually worked on this one.
Yeah, I think you can't actually get underneath it anymore. I think they put an invisible wall, maybe. I don't know. Because that did happen to you when you were playing.
Yeah, and it was very exciting. Yeah, it kind of pulls me into position.
Yeah. Maybe if you had took your suit down there and called it, but...
Oh, yeah. Try that out. Because that's, I think, what happened in the first place. So that still works like that. We just
it still works.
Won't know if it'll trigger the achievement or not.
Well, there's an easy way to find out. When we're done here, we can just make a new profile.
It would still be my Steam profile, though.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, we'll never know. Maybe someone else can find out.
Yeah. I'm sure there's many people that have come before me that have experimented with that kind of stuff. Okay, so next up on the list?
Probably get 2 in one go. Well, you can probably get a couple in one go.
Get all of them in one go.
Not likely. The next easiest one would be Celsius 232.78.
Am I going back to the Stranger for that?
Yeah, everything else is on the Stranger.
Okay.
The only...
I was trying to think, like, okay, we're talking about degrees, and I just remembered the satellite was all.
Yeah, no, the satellite, you already did that one, and we already did everything else is on the Stranger.
Okay. So, Celsius, what was it called again?
232.78.
232.78. So it's hot.
The description is, this knowledge isn't going to forbid itself.
I think I know.
Okay. I'll let you try and figure it out first if you like.
I have a guess. And I think I can just go over here easy enough. Is it in this or the simulation?
It's in this.
Okay. Oh. I don't know if there's a proper way that you're supposed to be able to get in here. Or if you just kind of...
Yeah, it's just this.
I gotta wait for my thing to recharge. Then we'll try again. Maybe I can get in.
This is probably the hardest one to find for me.
That's a better angle to work from. So these are the slide burning rooms. This was the slide burning device.
That was the scanner to put them into the simulation.
Oh.
They just used flamethrowers. Actually, they initially planned, it seemed, you have to move the light further away.
Yeah.
It seemed they initially planned for when you grab fuel from here to turn your jetpack fire green. And it's still in the code. If you use mods, you can get it to happen. But they decided to keep your jetpack the same color because they were worried that people would think you'd have to take the green somewhere else for a different puzzle in the game.
Which is totally fair. And the fuel is here because this, yeah, they torched with this. I can't use this though, can I?
Nope, you can't.
Okay. Head back out. Eventually, there we are.
Most gangly trees.
Well, they're like sort of mangrove trees, I think, or space mangrove trees. Sci-fi mangrove tree. I don't know how you want to call it.
Yeah, just reminds me of Dragon Ball Z Abridged. They kept saying everything space, like Space Ducks and Space Texas, Space France.
I never watched a lot of Abridged stuff. I watched some of the Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged is fantastic. Dragon Ball Z Abridged is also fantastic.
Because that was like a pioneer.
Yeah.
For that kind of thing.
Yeah, Martin really pioneered the whole thing.
And that was even like pre-YouTube stuff. Like it was on their own like website.
Yeah.
And it kept going down all the time. There we are.
So you could have done that with any slide reel.
Yeah, I'm imagining. Now it'll make the marshmallow even tastier.
Oh, there was the one archive where you were kind of getting upset about there being a door that didn't open.
Yes, that last one, where I was like, that door wasn't opening.
So the door doesn't open, ever. But if you glitch yourself past it or use mods, there is another slide reel up there. It doesn't really have anything super important on it. But it does show the image that the one elk is looking at in the endless canyon. And you can see on it that there is in fact an animal hidden by his head.
Huh.
Yeah, just neat little things.
So just adding to the lore, so to speak?
Yeah, it's nothing important. It's just they had animals on that planet, which I guess technically all those animals would have died when they stole all the resources.
That's
again
brutal.
Everyone in this world goes at 100. Even the Harthians do. They're like, we're going into space, even if it means we die doing it.
We're going on our little wooden spaceship.
So another achievement we can get is fire arrows. That's a good idea. Not quite, though. This one only really makes sense if you are a fan of Zelda as well.
Well, I know fire arrows was... like in some Zeldas, you can shoot regular arrows through fire.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
I'm trapped.
You can use your jetpack.
That's fair.
Did you ever watch my Let's Play of Ocarina of Time?
It's been quite a while.
Yeah. So Ocarina of Time specifically, there's a puzzle to get fire arrows. And what you do is you would shoot your arrow into the sun at a certain spot.
Oh.
So the stranger has this artificial sun in the middle there. That big dome on the right. Nope, other way. The one that lets you look towards the sun. If you put your cursor up a
the
little
light
bit.
there?
Yep. You need to land your scout on that. So how much do you know about physics?
Just what I've learned from this game.
Yeah. Really, an easier place to do it from is on top of the tower.
Is it as fun? I'm just trying to get a feel for what I'm actually...
Yeah, the actual thing is called Coriolis force. Because gravity kind of shifts depending on where you are on this rotation.
That's open there.
So it actually kind of gets a little difficult to aim the scout
goodness.
to hit it.
My game just hitched just now, so
Yeah,
people at home.
Yeah, just really paranoid after the whole ordeal.
Oh yeah, I still don't know necessarily what's causing this stuff, and I wouldn't think my computer wouldn't be up to the task. But anyway, I was gonna say we landed the model ship on the sun. I can land a scout on a fake sun.
Yeah.
It did not register with me that that would be like a simulated sun. It's just a big light to me.
It's a big light. It's what's making everything in here bright.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Another thing I wanted to talk about was the slide reels. They're not videos or photos. Those are all like artist renditions.
Yes. They're all like the...
Oh, you need to go to the underground to get up top.
Oh, that's right.
So like we see them get the vision of, or we see an artist rendition of the vision the one Alk got of the end of the universe. But that's not what the Alk actually would have saw. That's just kind of what they drew of what they saw.
Yeah, just a way to visually represent what happened.
And they got really upset at the Eye of the Universe for that one.
I guess that's one thing that I'm still not super clear on.
Okay.
Because in the vision, it wasn't the sun blowing up and destroying everything. It was the Eye of the Universe that it emanated from.
So that's the hard thing to understand is the Eye of the Universe is just, well, it's the center of the universe, but it also seems to have some sort of... not will or anything, but my guess is the Eye of the Universe basically told them the universe is coming to an end. Everything is going to die. But they interpreted that... Wow.
Did it.
Good job. They interpreted that as the Eye of the Universe is destroying the universe, is going to kill them. But that's not entirely the case. Let's go into the simulation from here, from the tower.
So I got to go back down.
Yeah.
They're just a nice, convenient way for me to jump off of here.
I mean, you have a jetpack, so you can jump to the front.
Well, that's what I'm trying to find where the front was.
Oh yeah, it's right here. Oh, we need an artifact.
That's definitely correct. I'll open this up. And is there an artifact nearby?
Not really.
Okay.
You could technically, like, go on the land to your right there and get back up to the little hidden house.
The land.
Yeah,
Over
like
here?
that. Yeah, you can jump up onto that. Also, you should check out a speedrun of this DLC.
Don't know if I can actually get...
You might be able to... Oh.
There we
Oh,
are.
yeah, you're good. What's a few broken legs, you know?
We got some to spare. I was worried about being in the water because between the current and the bobbing, I didn't think I'd be able to boost out of it.
Yeah, that's fair. How's the dam doing?
Parts of it are still there.
Yeah.
And the tower will still be usable until towards the end. But I probably want to make sure I'm on a raft. I don't think I can get it from here. Oh, well, that answers that question. Might be in a little bit of trouble here.
You're good. Once the dam breaks, the current actually kind of subsides a bit. You do have a light.
Yeah, well, it was right there. I just needed to be in a position, was all.
Also, the ghost matter being here is a very good indication.
Found a raft.
Is a very good indication that the stranger had been here before the Nomai.
Yeah. Which is surprising, though, that it was able to get inside like that.
I mean, those crystals aren't the ghost matter.
But they're from the interloper.
I think the crystals are just kind of solidified gas. So like the particle of the ghost matter and gas of it managed to permeate everything in the galaxy, and then it was kind of sticking around in places and solidified.
Okay, I guess
I think that's kind of what happened.
I took it as what you were seeing there, like those crystals. They were like what was the ghost matter was enclosed in.
Yeah.
Which I guess doesn't make a lot of sense because that's a lot of crystals.
Yeah, and
So
some
you're
of the
probably
crystals,
right there.
some of the crystals aren't even like active. Like there's some areas where there's crystals but no ghost matter. But there's always ghost matter near crystals. So this is the one area I'm actually least familiar with because they made a lot of changes to this dream world since I played. But we want to go to the area that is basically where you start the stealth. But not all the way, just get to the raft.
And do I want my lantern for all of this?
Yeah. I think I spent the most time in this area just walking around.
Do I have to
footsteps?
Do I have to trigger the stealth first?
Nope. We just have to get to where you would trigger it.
Okay, and I think I'm going in the right direction.
Yeah, you have to go down from here.
Yeah, past the
do not enter
sign.
Way easier. This was way more hidden before.
And what was this achievement called?
We're not doing an achievement right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I want you to go all the way across.
Just full steam ahead?
Yep. Welcome to the prisoner's house.
Oh, okay. That would make lots of sense.
Yeah, they burned it in here. There was a painting in here.
Yes, there was.
Yeah, so this was added later. So that's the same picture that we see when the Alk was getting the vision of everything dying. It showed one of their skulls, and then it started getting overgrown. But the slide reel cuts out, and we see from the prisoner's painting here that there's more to it, that they see new life sprouting, and that life brings in new galaxies.
Hmm.
Which is really neat because it really goes to show that they decided to interpret the Eye's message in their own way, but the prisoner saw it as something else, which is why he then went and continued worshiping the Eye and eventually released the signal, because he understood that there was more to it than what they understood.
And that also just kind of ties into the overall presentation of this DLC, where it is all these different visuals that you then have to interpret.
Yeah. It's very much interesting because, like, I feel like each race kind of handles the end of the universe in a different way. Well, I guess the Gnome, I never understood the end of the universe was coming, but like, I guess I should say each race kind of represents life and death in different ways. The Nomai were very much like wanting to find the Eye of the Universe, and were going to try and escape death in their own way by creating their own time loop, whereas the Alks are like, we're going to escape death by being here forever.
And then the Hearthians, they escape death by just being oblivious.
Yeah. So there is an achievement from here we can get if you want to activate the stealth section. It's one I was never able to get.
I don't know if I have enough time at this point, because we're already in a tilted tower for a few minutes.
Yeah, I mean, you can at least give it a shot, I guess.
Alright, what is it that I would be doing?
So what you want to do is escape your pursuers by jumping to your death instead of dodging past them.
Okay.
So you want to activate the stealth section, which means you have to go back across.
Okay, now define jumping to your death.
No,
wait.
back.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, you want to activate the stealth section. So they don't mean jumping to your death. And this one says specifically the Endless Canyon, but I think you should be able to do it from here. Right as one of the pursuers is trying to catch you, you need to fall into water.
Okay. That's what I was asking about.
So you need to start getting the raft going the other way and then looking up at the rocks to teleport.
Oh, yeah. I told you, my brain is already checked out on so much of this stuff.
So up and to the left, a little to the right.
Should be right in here.
Oh, must have just missed it. It was in there. Oh, there you go. Wow, that
it's very generous.
So this is one. Oh, yeah.
That's trippy. We'll meditate then.
Yeah. So this is one of the harder achievements. You've actually only got one more easy one.
Uh-oh. How many do I have left total?
4.
4. So this is sort of difficult?
Yeah, because it can be hard to get that timing of when they're trying to grab you and falling into the water without actually... but this would probably be easier to do from the Endless Canyon, because within the stealth section of that, there's the one bridge near water in the outside. I don't know if you remember that.
On the lower level.
Yeah. There's like one guy guarding a bridge, and he went into a side room, which wasn't there when I played. But there's water right there, so you could probably trigger him chasing you and then jump into the water.
And I have to trigger that specific animation of them, like
yeah,
lunging at me.
Yeah, which apparently lets them fly through floors.
Yes,
as you found. That got me. Well, it didn't make me jump or anything, but I was like, whoa, what?
A lot of very unexpected things.
Yeah.
When it comes to all that, the way that stealth was playing out for me.
So I'll go to this canyon. Well, you got to memorize on which one it is now.
Yeah, and I finally figured out how to actually land.
Yeah, the centrifugal force is an interesting thing.
And then the hardest part is getting out of here and being able to see.
Yeah. At least makes sense that they would have a section where sight is a big thing, since none of the other planets really played with your sense of sight.
I missed. Yeah, I really did like the use of light in how things were controlled. I did not so much enjoy the use of light as in there being none. But
I never had too many issues with it.
Yeah, but like you said, you ended up being more familiar with the surroundings when you could actually see. Oh, for crying out loud.
This area in particular, I think, does that a lot. Even mine was hitching back when I played.
What's so weird to me, though, is that the game didn't start out with these problems.
Yeah.
It's like the game is getting more messed up as time goes on.
I think
I'm not even talking about, like,
now.
the base game. I'm talking about the DLC. Like, I was going through the areas of the DLC without any issue.
Yeah.
But it's fine. We will manage. So now you want me to use the secret bridge?
You'd have to activate the stealth section first.
Yeah.
But you can use the secret bridge. It's really nice if you don't fall off.
Which...
Yep.
Was it this one?
Yep.
Okay. I thought I was looking at it from the wrong side. So what I'm gonna do first... Oh, I can't light them from this way, huh?
No. You did the other way where you were, like, backing up.
Yeah, which we're gonna have to do again. That was perfect timing when I was going through this. I was like, oh, everything's going really smoothly. It's all coming to get... Oh, well, what the hell was that noise? And then... I should never open my mouth on those things. Okay, so we are here.
Yeah, now we're going to go down. Not like that, but, like, go normally. Let's do the stealth section.
Well, like, could I lure them over here and then I jump off from here?
You might be able to. I don't know how much of a time frame you got between the lunge versus how long the triggering of your flame going out it is. This was a kind of a bugged thing when I was playing it.
Can I bait this one down?
Yep.
That far? I think, right?
You can. Yep. You can actually bait him onto the main bridge and he won't go across it, so you can just kind of stare at him. He's also going to be a little more forgiving on his
pursuit.
Yeah, because of the reduced frights.
And they close their lantern up. That's right. Come on. And now, what is the timing here? They do the lunge, and I'm moving away.
Yeah, you need to be going off as they come to lunge at you. So, like, I would get really close to the edge.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I might take some getting used to. Up. fine. We can try it again.
Yeah, this is a hard one.
I jumped the gun because I thought they were just about to do it. It's all about getting the timing, though, so that's not too bad. You just gotta... This isn't something that you typically spend a lot of time trying to do in the game normally, so...
Yeah.
Hopefully a couple more tries, if that. Their positioning must reset when you get kicked out.
It's possible.
Because that's... Unless they just, like, run back.
I think their positioning does, which is kind of a really helpful thing with the stealth. Because then as you get back in, you don't have to worry about their pathing being all messed up.
You come. I jumped the gun again.
Yeah, he's really wary of getting you.
Yeah, I keep expecting them to lunge. Because they're, like, right next to me. I don't know what opportunity I have. We'll get it. So when you were playing through this game, what would you say was, like, one of the standout moments for you, where you're like, something that really stuck with you?
Say that again. I was reading some things here.
Oh. Like, what would be, like, standout moments for you from this DLC?
Probably the dam first breaking. Discovering the simulation matrix. I think the realization of the prisoner.
I try baiting them out a little bit further. Yeah, even though it's like the end of the DLC there, that reveal of the prisoner was like a big thing for me. Well,
he doesn't go across the bridge.
Maybe it's because we have the reduced frights.
The reduced frights might be causing it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. It lunged right away as soon as I turned that off.
That the first time I got caught by one of them. Because I knew they were walking about as soon as I saw, like, same as you, I kind of saw them walking through the forest. And I was like, oh my god. And then when they caught me, I thought they were going to bite my head off. But then they just blow out the light. And it's like, oh, that's a neat thing. This is a horror game setting, but it kind of subverts your expectations.
Yeah. I was hearing that what turned out to be footsteps. And then there was also where you saw the silhouette in the projection room.
Mm-hmm.
Where they're watching the slides.
Oh yeah, he is way more. Also, I commend you on doing all the stealth sections without reduced frights on.
So now this should work. It seemed like as soon as I turned that off, they lunged at me.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, now you're moving a little bit. Okay, there we go.
Oh, well, he's gonna die too.
Okay, that didn't count.
It didn't count, so it must have been too late between the timing. So yeah, we're probably gonna want to go down to the further in the stealth section here.
Where I need to die, like, more quickly?
Yeah.
Am I still going through this way, or am I going out
I think the
main
main way would probably be better if you turn on the bridge. Because there's like the little courtyard inside that has a bridge, a bridge over some water.
Water's possibly troubled. Okay, and now to get to there.
Yeah, that's just the normal bridge, so you go right across from here.
We are.
Then we just go downstairs.
And now, where am I guiding them to?
Not this one. Go downstairs. There's no Alex for a little while. And then to the right.
Oh, upstairs. Or downstairs, sorry.
Yep.
Then across.
Yeah, so there's a little courtyard right here. And there's a guy at the end of the bridge.
Yes.
So right here from this bridge, we should be able to get it. Wow. Huh.
So anticlimactic. Jump off into this ankle-deep water. Oh, God. Okay, so...
I thought that would work. I didn't know the water was so short. It was so shallow.
Oh, my God. That's probably the best moment in the game so far.
Yeah, this might be one you have to do outside on your own time to find the right positioning. There's a lot of videos online for doing this one, but
okay,
I wasn't able to, unfortunately.
That's fine. I can always do a little like roundup of what's left.
Maybe on the right side. Maybe this side. No, it's very ankle deep. Oh,
okay.
no.
Well, it does work on the right side.
Okay, so let's try that. Interesting. I never thought about this, but we can't hear the sound of the bells because we're, or when you're dead, you can't hear the sound of the bell, right?
Yes.
Do you think they can't hear the dam? Like the water rushing by like we can? They probably can't.
Yeah.
They have no idea the dam is broken.
I mean, overall, this is a very quiet area. Just in general. And the only sound that we really get is the music and stuff that's not part of the world. What's it called? Diegetic or something? When there's music that's not part of like the in-game world. Still nothing.
Weird.
I guess we can look that up another time.
Look that up another time. There's still time to do another one in this
Okay.
loop.
Am I going to sleep here?
Nope. You need to do around the world in 90 seconds.
Okay. Think I understand what that would be. I just need to get rid of that and find a raft.
There's a raft in the building that you came in on this side.
Would
The one we accidentally took earlier when we first started.
Okay. I just wasn't sure what was still intact and what wasn't. So over here?
Yep.
I was further up.
Nope, down.
It was off to the side.
Yep.
Is there a position that I have to start from?
Nope.
It's just like a full loop.
In 90 seconds. The best way to do this is to try and have 2 lights on at all times to go as fast as you can. So the way this works is the game is actually tracking your position on the stranger. So there's certain flags, like certain areas that you pass through, and it's timing you from there. So every time, so you can just keep trying, and eventually you'll probably get it.
Okay.
So as long as you just keep going, it'll just register if you were past that flag 90 seconds ago or not.
And I saw that happening, and I just... Okay, ready, set, go! This is one thing that I don't like about the rafts, though, is you can't change, like, their positioning.
Yeah. Another standout moment for me was first, like, getting into the stranger and dropping down into the river and, like, looking up and seeing this entire world. I was just in awe.
Yeah. Was it just luck for me that I came in on the stranger on the side I did for the first time, or is that really... That's intended?
That's intended, because you're always going to first come from the stranger from the satellite. There's no way to track it from Timberhearth.
I guess that's true, yeah.
You're always going to come from the satellite.
And then you're in that building that you can't open the door from inside.
Yeah,
the only way out is by dropping off.
These things right here are heat sinks. It's what keeps the stranger's computers from frying. The water doubles as travel and heat sink.
This feels slow.
Yeah, usually, like, it might take like a round trip or two, but eventually you'll get it if you just keep going as fast as you can. It can only be done after the dam has been broken.
Right, because there's way too much time taken to get over the dam.
Yeah. And there's too many things in the way. The dam breaking raises the water level enough.
Well, there's too many things in the way right now. So, trying to die before getting grabbed, trying to get around the loop in 90 seconds.
Yep.
And there's 2 more achievements.
Yeah, the other one that I haven't gotten myself.
Okay,
tubular.
Tubular. Surfing?
Yeah. Ride the face of the wave for at least 15 seconds on a raft.
Oh.
It is very hard.
Okay. And then what's the last one?
The last one is Ghosts in the Machine. Reach all 3 forbidden archives in a single loop without getting caught.
Oh, God. This probably sounds worse than it is, knowing all the stuff I do now.
Yep. Because you don't even have to activate one of the stealth sections if you don't want.
And I don't even need my artifact. Like, I can go look at the matrix to have a better understanding of what I'm looking at.
Yep. Oh no, you do need the artifact. Because you can't activate the elevator.
Oh, shoot, yeah, you're right. Okay, so this is probably going to be another thing that I would have to try on my own time.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
It takes a little bit of practice to get the raft going.
I'm actually... So that one I would probably take a few tries. I got to figure out what to do about that dying before getting grabbed thing.
Yeah.
If I'm doing something wrong, or...
Tubular is unfortunate because it only can be done once per loop. and is very tricky to do. But Ghost in the Machine is actually kind of easy.
It's all in one go.
All in one go without getting caught. Obviously, the ones in the forest, to get to the archive, they have to be dead anyway.
This is true. We'll give this one shot then.
Okay. Do you want me to kind of tell you the easy way?
Yeah, I figure you can help guide me through. I know I gotta start at the first area to open up that door.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna come down to me not getting grabbed, but... we'll give this a shot. So yeah, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab that artifact, I'm gonna go into the first... location in the River Lowlands, open up that door, and then I'm done in that section.
Yeah. And then you're going to go to the Hidden Gorge.
That means I do need to have a more gentle landing. I'm gonna...
No, you can wrap around on a raft.
I thought that would take more time. I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
But you didn't do it. You did it on the raft, so...
Yeah.
I don't have to worry too much, I guess. So a little push.
Yeah, I guess this would be faster to go back. The only stealth section we have to do is the Hidden Gorge, but even then, because of that bridge, the secret bridge, you don't even need to do the whole thing. This specific achievement is the one that gets speed run.
That's totally fair, because it kind of ties in with just doing the DLC.
Yeah.
Although I suppose... I mean, all you're getting is knowledge. So having the knowledge, you could just easily go do that stuff without having to go to the archives, right? There's no trigger.
But they trigger the archive things, but they cheat.
Cheating in a speed run?
Because they get their suit in here.
Oh, God.
Because this physically takes place in the game world, so if you set your ship in a specific location, you can find your ship inside of the dream world.
Oh, that's clever.
So then you can put on your suit, and yeah.
That's really neat, though. I like speedruns that are able to be like, this is how this game works. This is how the game breaks.
Wow. All the ankle-deep water you can...
There we go. All right.
To the Hidden Gorge.
Remember where we parked. Now, when I get to the Hidden Gorge...
Go left to activate the stealth section.
Right. What I'm saying is that's the only stealth section I have to do?
Yep. And you don't even have to do the whole thing. Because we're going to take the seat.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That spot between those rocks is not big enough for the raft.
No, it is not.
This really ended up being a game that I became a big fan of.
Yeah.
Just how everything comes together, like, I really respect the technical aspects of it, and I really appreciate essentially the storytelling and how they pull that off.
Well, like I said in our last video we did together on this, it became my favorite game. Like, I don't think there's ever going to be a game that I think comes close to the feelings this gives. It's not perfect, but it's very incredible.
It's a pretty unique experience when it comes to games.
Yeah, it's one of those games.
I can't think of anything else that would come close to doing things this way.
Yeah, like, because it is an experience, and there's a lot of games that it's like, well, it's just an experience, but this is an experience that is also a game, which is very rare.
Although somebody in the comments did suggest a game that they said kind of scratches a similar itch.
Okay.
But, Antechamber?
Antechamber.
You know it?
Oh, I do.
And would you agree or disagree? That good, huh?
To the left.
Oh, okay.
I think there's no story to Antechamber.
So it's mostly about, like, the puzzles and the revelation of how to do those puzzles?
Yeah. Now we want to go back. We're going to go all the way to the right and take the other secret bridge.
Now I need to learn where that secret bridge is going to be, which...
Yeah.
We'll get there. Just let me light up my way first.
Okay.
Is it from here? Because there's no more...
It is past these trees. Keep to the right. Nope. Keep to the right. Okay.
More...
Yep. Left.
Oh, wait.
There's going to be a little ledge.
I'm getting caught on the geometry here.
Keep to there. There you go. Drop down. Look across. Yeah, this is a rough one. Kind of from right in here. It's hard to tell, but
where's my
end goal?
Go
towards the light.
Right here?
Yeah.
I'm nervous. Okay.
Now you don't need to go down. We can just go up around the side.
Where am I going?
To the right. You can't see, but you can activate some lens. There you go.
I'm going over here.
Yep. You are on the other side of the bridge that you needed to activate.
Okay. Now, I don't want to go too fast because are we coming up on...
Nope.
It's all good and safe?
It's all good and safe.
Where am I going then?
You're good.
All good?
Yep. Go down the stairs. Left. Left. And just straight ahead.
Okay. Now I have to get in here?
Yeah. So just take the elevator down.
Okay, so that's what counts, is taking the elevator down, then I...
Just come back up. Or I guess you could technically just jump over the edge and into water from down here.
But I don't have to, like, look at the slides or anything.
No.
Okay,
now we
so
want to go to the tower. Oh, it's so weird that the music is still going.
on our way. And we gotta kind of loop through across the reservoir and everything.
Yeah.
So at the tower now, what am I gonna be looking at?
At the tower, we're gonna die.
Hooray!
Because the only thing stopping you from getting into the archive is the alarm bell. You have to activate the stealth section to turn off the lights by the alarm bell. But if you're dead, the alarm bell can't wake you up.
Well, you're not wrong, but that does feel like it puts some more pressure on me.
It does. But there's no stealth section there, and then you just have to take the raft to the forest, which everyone there will be dead. So all you have to do is just not fall in the water.
Now, is there a way into that building in the forest, the Shrouded Lowlands, or whatever it's called, without going through underneath the tree like I was doing?
No. Nope, but the tree is like in the middle of that last island. And we can just keep checking our getting out of our lantern to find the way.
Yeah, kind of lucked into finding it without any guidance after everybody died.
But it's really awesome that you also saw them all die, because I had the same thing where I was following one and then the dam broke and they died and I died, and that realization later of, oh, if they're dead, they can't stop me.
That's not my favorite revelation from that episode.
But you edited it really well.
There was a few expletives that I had to censor out. Yes. But I just was too quick to dismiss.
Yeah.
That I thought I had
right away.
I thought I had the idea, and I was like, "Oh wait, that won't work because this is totally wrong." And then I didn't even. And so I just decided, instead of continuing to pursue something like that, to try exploring other things. Then my thought went back to it, and then it literally just clicked right in there, and I was like, "Oh, for crying out loud!" This is why I don't do face cam, because I don't want people to see me just crying.
Before we go down, we do have to activate. We'll want to activate the tower. So you want to go to the left first to get the tower over here.
Oh, I hear dying. So the dam must have broken.
Yeah. Okay, so we have to go across the bridge. Nope. To the left. You have to go back. You have to go to the main area.
Oh, okay. I thought... What was I supposed to be doing over here?
That's where we're going to be going after.
Okay. So just lighting it up so I can find it easier? Okay. We're going just...
To the left.
Lighten everything up.
I guess we have to go to the left for both ways. Yeah, so then it's like right here. Blow out the candles. They really changed this area up from when I played.
And now I'm lighting up the...
Yep.
All that.
Now we continue our path left and going down.
Left from here?
Yeah, I believe that's how you get downstairs. To the elevator.
Oh, right here.
Yeah, there we go.
Now... Through here?
Yep. And there's no enemies.
Am I going over here?
No.
Okay. Okay. It's not like I've completely forgotten this stuff, but there's like certain aspects of knowing where the things are going to show up and being nervous. But
if I had been able to keep up on the videos a lot better, then
it's not. You're not required. Okay, so from here
you can go down either way. Don't die. Oh,
I'm trying not to. And all these people are gone.
Yep.
Okay.
This is a memorial to the Alks that have died.
There's George.
Yeah. I would say hurry, because I don't know how much time we have left.
And there's Georgette. I gotta pay my respects. Now, the issue is going to be... Yeah. I can see how that would eat up some time. Okay.
Well, we made pretty decent time so far, so I think we're good.
So now how am I getting back to the first area here?
We go back the way we came.
But I mean, like, how am I traveling from here?
You take the raft. You've traveled between the areas before.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember where the raft is.
It's right by the tower. We had opened it up.
Oh, okay.
That
yes,
bridge
now
you
it's
kind of going across, yeah.
Yeah, now it's ringing it's ringing bells.
No, we're not ringing bells. Well, we are ringing bells, but they can't wake us up.
Okay. So yeah, I can see how the little bit of time crunch here. But everybody's gone still, it's safe?
Yep, you're all good. You never activated the stealth section. They can't hear the alarm bell, so they don't know someone's here. You could say they should be able to see the light, but, I mean...
They gotta be paying attention for that.
Yeah, and they probably activate it themselves all the time.
And now... Am I going this way?
No.
No, no, no. Now I'm heading back.
Yeah, and then you take
over.
to the right. Then to the right.
Should have set my stopwatch so I knew. Get it from there. Now I just stay on it, and is it the first one?
No, it'll be the last one.
Okay.
So first will be the canyon.
Yes, and then the vault, and then the lowlands.
Yep.
Actually, 1 second.
Oh.
Okay, I'm back.
Wait,
I just had like
recorded?
Yeah. Did I leave the oven on?
Did I forget to hit record and now we won't be able to do any of this?
Wouldn't be the first time. Looking at you, Little Hope.
Ugh.
Yeah, for those of you that did not clue in because I covered it up so expertly well, I recorded my audio for like the first hour or so, maybe even longer, of Little Hope, but I didn't record the game. So then I took that audio and I just replayed the game
Okay, here's where you
to
jump
match
off.
the audio. Coming up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I got very lucky in that the game is a broken mess and some of the glitches that I encountered happened again.
Okay.
Oh, that was an experience.
You did send me the video and told me to watch, and you're like, did I? And you asked me if I noticed anything. I'm like, no. And then you told me what happened. I'm like, oh my god.
It was quite...
Do you want to take the shortcuts that you were before? Yeah, probably.
You'd think so. Except I just don't think about these things.
Yeah. To the right. Go.
And then there's another one.
Yeah, another one to the right. Then we want to go across the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Then it should just be straight ahead.
Straight?
Yeah, just that tree right there.
This one?
Yeah.
This whole time? Doesn't
Oh, maybe not.
seem right. Maybe this one.
This looks like it. No.
Okay, so when in doubt... Oh, God!
Oh.
Oh, no! I was right on the edge, and I tried to go back, but I slipped off.
Well, you know what to do now.
Oh, man. That I stopped, but I was sliding off the edge.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
You know what the last four are.
yes. So we'll do a little wrap up of those, and then we'll be done with this crap game and stupid dark areas and stealth sections and ugh. But no, I ended up really, really enjoying the experience overall. I know that I had a lot of hang-ups at the beginning of the game, and it's just because it was so unlike anything that I could have possibly expected.
Yeah.
Which ended up being a very good thing in the end. So thank you very much for recommending it, and thank you very much for telling me to go in knowing nothing about it.
Yeah.
Thank you for putting up with all the times that I know I frustrated you. I have the receipts on Discord. There's one moment where you're like, I can't remember your specific wording, but it was, I figured out how to do something in one of the buildings, and I could have done the same thing in another building, but I just completely overlooked it and was all confused for a long time.
I can't remember exactly. I think the one that stands out to me most is you told me you got past the anglerfish. And I'm like, what?
That I found the eggs?
Yeah, immediately. I'm like, how did you do that? How
That's
you do
because
that?
I got out of my ship.
Yeah.
But thank you very much, everybody, for hanging out with us, and I'll do one more video to wrap everything up. So, I'll see you next time. Michael will see you over on his Twitch channel. At least he better see you over on his Twitch channel. And I love you. Michael, do you love the people?
I do. I do love the people.
Okay. So, mwah, and bye-bye.